Why should we believe Sancho? Why should we believe Ten Hag? Sancho FC exists. Sancho FC exists. Sancho FC ain't Ronaldo FC, bro. And maybe in this interview, wow, Sancho, you were right. We were all wrong. A manager looks at training, sees who does well in training, and says, all right, go. So he's been banned. No barbecue for you, no cheddar for you, no food for you away from the facilities. Don't you dare touch that freaking dumbbell in the freaking gym. You know, this whole scenario of Ten Hag and Sancho and how people have taken sides here perfectly illustrates the epitome of player FC. You know, because you have to understand something about me. Bro, there are players that I adore. 100%. And I never hide that. What I've never really promoted is player FC. Because how I always operate is, what's the truth here? The key to life is balance. Let's be objective. The very fiber of my being is not to be tribal. Where, no matter what, you must defend. No. See, the only times where you should be maybe tribal to a degree is if you're defending your family, because that's your family, that is your blood. Beyond that, you have to have an objective view towards everything and be like, okay, let's see what's what. So let's go back to the very beginning. Let's go back to the very beginning here. So this was after the Arsenal game. So let's study this. So why was Jadon Sancho out? Remember, he was asked about this. He didn't say, hey, we lost, but by the way, that's Jadon Kid, man. Yeah. Let me tell you why I left him out. No. He was asked this by the press. Jadon Sancho out? Based on performance in training, we didn't select him. Based in performance in training, we didn't select him. Based in performance in training, we didn't select him. Guys, is it that we don't understand what football is about? No one has any divine right to start in a football team. Guys, we know football. A manager looks at training, sees who does well in training, and says, all right, go. If you don't do well in training, you don't play well, you show a bad attitude, there's a bad vibe about you, you don't get picked. That's how football works. Because training is the closest thing for a manager saying that, oh, he's ready to start. He's ready for the bench. Oh, this guy can't start. This guy can't even make my freaking squad. So those training sessions are very key before match day. You have to reach the level every day at Manchester United. That's why in this game he wasn't selected. You have to reach the level every day at Manchester United. Read between the lines here. He didn't just say you have to just reach a level. You have to reach the level every day at Manchester United. By saying that, he's saying that I was brought here to maintain certain levels. And my United should have standards. And I will not allow those standards to drop. And if you're, for whatever reason which we do not know, and we'll get there, for whatever reason which we do not know, I can't allow you to drop those standards. I will not allow you to do so. Simple. You see, Sancho. Oh no. Hold on. So wait, I think where's the sorry, there we go. Sorry. So there we go. There we go. So this was Sancho's response here. Please don't believe everything you read. I will not allow people saying things that is completely untrue. I have conducted myself in training very well this week. I believe there are other reasons for this matter that I won't go into. So we should just take your word for it. I've been a scapegoat for a long time, which isn't fair. So we should just take your word for it. All I want to do is play football with a smile on my face and contribute to my team. I respect all decisions that are made by the coaching staff. I play with fantastic players and grateful to do so, which I know every week is a challenge. I will continue to fight for this badge no matter what. You see, and that's when we now go to Player FC. So let's be objective here. Why should we believe Sancho? Why should we believe Ten Hag? We are not... See, these people saying that like, oh, Ten Hag has disrespected Sancho, he's attacked his character, he has been unfair towards him. You moron. You dim-witted moron. Were you there? Were you in training? So all because you like this player, even though this player has not done anything for you, all because you like him and you're part of Player FC, you're assuming you know what happened behind the scenes. We don't know what happened behind the scenes. We do not know. What if Sancho disrespected Ten Hag? And for that reason, Ten Hag said, I'm not going to pick you for the squad based on how you disrespected me in training. So we don't know, because my thing though is, this is he said, she said. Is Ten Hag right? Is Sancho right? But the reality is we do not know. But what I find crazy is, why should we believe Sancho over Ten Hag? Now, we don't know what happened. We have no idea what happened. But I'll keep it a stack. If you pointed a nuclear warhead to my eyeball and be like, who side with someone? Okay, I can't. No. You have to choose. You have to choose, or else I will nuke your eyeball. I've got to side with Ten Hag. And the reason why I've got to side with Ten Hag is because I've seen nothing from Sancho that says to me this guy has been effective. So if I was to hazard a guess, I think that in training he probably hasn't been that great, because he has little to no credit in the bank. So a guy with little to no credit in the bank, I'm like, I don't know what you can say. I don't know what you can say, because this ain't a Bruno Fernandes who, say all you want about Bruno, he shows up for United. He shows up. He may be a limited player, not that great, crazy on the ball, but he shows up for United. Our friend here has very little credit in the bank. So the issue here for Sancho is you're refusing to apologize. Okay, then. You see, my thing is, when you look back at that statement, unless you release what exactly happened, then what's there to be said? Now, before I did this video, they said he's going to do a tell-all interview show. So shout out to CR7, who said the president. So, okay, cool. Because, and here's the thing. You do this interview, you're finished with United. That's it. And rightfully so. Because if that happens, because I'm sure that United as an institution, they know all the details that has happened. So if you go on and do an interview, which is what Cristiano did, you are finished. Now, Sancho, the only difference here is that's Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the greatest players the game has ever seen. You are Jadon Sancho, who you've pretty much done nothing really of note. Quality player at Dortmund. I was a huge fan of him, massive fan of him when he was at Dortmund. But let's keep it a stack. You don't have much cachet. So if you now end your tenure at United, how many clubs are going to be rolling with you to give you a bag? Is anybody in Saudi ready to give you a bag? I don't know. I don't know. Because the players that Saudi have bought, they've all done more and have been much better than Sancho. So, and again, we go back to Player FC here. If United were doing well, playing great football, were like second in the table, matching on to Man City, Sancho doesn't have a leg to stand on. It's as simple as that. If United were playing well, results were good, they were looking good, great football, bro, Sancho doesn't have a leg to stand on. The only reason why Sancho has some support, the only reason why you have psychopaths who are saying that, oh, Ten Hag, you're destroying his character, this is a character assassination, is because United are not playing great football and the results are inconsistent. So they're like, oh, Sancho, but the crazy thing about that is, even if that may be true, are you honestly telling me that Sancho in this team would change United? No, because we've seen too much evidence to state otherwise. Again, he don't have credit in the bank. You don't have credit in the bank. So, you see, let's be objective here. Ten Hag maybe could have been wrong towards Sancho. Maybe Sancho will reveal in the interview that Ten Hag wasn't fair. He did do well in training and he was treated unfairly. This may be true. This may be true. But this is the real kicker. This is the real kicker here. Guys, connect the dots. So if it was true that Ten Hag was such a bad man and disrespected Sancho, and if, in fact, this statement was true from Sancho, guys, we live in the world of social media. Information has been at its most easiest to access and to disseminate and to give out than it has ever been in history. So you're saying so if everything that Sancho was saying is true, why don't we have any leaks? Why don't we have any people from the United dressing room who are like, yeah, man, it's true. Yeah, like Ten Hag. Bro, I have heard nothing. Again, maybe I'm wrong. I have heard nothing. I've heard not a single thing. Yo, Splashnet, talk to me. If man, talk to me. United fans, talk to me. I've not heard any single thing from any outlet to say, or any leaks that are like, yeah, man, Sancho's been unfairly treated, Yeah, man, Ten Hag is crazy. Ten Hag is going crazy. No. So, the fact that no one from the dressing room has taken Sancho's side, the fact that no one from the dressing room is like, you know what, Ten Hag, you're being unfair here, leads me to believe this. Sancho, I am eager to hear the interview. That's what it leads me to believe. I need to hear that interview. Because now, please, Sancho, tell me, because we all know when Christina gave that interview, I was like, sorry, Ten Hag, you're in the right here. So, Ten Hag is 1-0 right now. So so this whole interview thing, Ten Hag already has a dub. So he's looking for his second dub right now. So, okay, Sancho, give the interview. In this interview, you best give some kind of an explanation, because again, unless you give an explanation that shows that you were justified to put out that statement and you're justified to still not apologize, you're going to look real foolish right now. Because here's the key thing. Sancho FC exists. Sancho FC ain't Ronaldo FC, bro. Ronaldo FC alongside Messi FC are the biggest player associations on the planet. So Sancho FC have about 10 guys who are barely keeping the lights on. They're barely keeping the lights on. Shout out to my guys out there. You 10 guys, do you? Because, bro, there are a lot of guys who've left. Because I left Sancho FC a few years ago. So, and trust me, there were many guys like me who said, thanks, but I'm out. So I already pulled my stocks out of Sancho FC. So Sancho FC have about 10 guys left right now. So I don't know whether these 10 guys are enough to give you any few. So last thing, and then I'll be out of here, man. Again, you want to give everyone the benefits of the doubt. Okay, Sancho, let's hear this interview. And maybe in this interview, wow, Sancho, you were right. We were all wrong. Wow, Ten Hag, why did you do this to Sancho? Sancho, you were right. So this could be true. So before hearing the interview, I'm like, okay, look, let's hear the interview. But looking at the Cristiano situation, looking at Sancho's performances on the pitch, and looking at the fact that there's hardly been any leaks from what is an extremely leaky United dressing room of anything pointing to Ten Hag being unfair towards Sancho, leads me to believe, I'm not sure whether we can take your side, Sancho, bro. And maybe it's a case of do better at training, perform better. If you don't get picked, put your head down and work even harder to get back into the team. So, I mean, calling your manager a liar and outing him out like that, thinking that, so you're going to out the manager like that and think he'll just allow you back into the team, that messes the dressing room. It messes, like, the manager must always be king. The moment the manager loses his authority to a player in the dressing room, it's over. Hence why he had to do that to Cristiano. Because Cristiano could potentially usurp his authority. Same thing with Sancho. Sancho could potentially usurp his authority, and you cannot allow that in the dressing room. You cannot. You must always have proper decorum in a damn dressing room, man. So, gets real.